Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make another YouTuber skin. This time it's going to be Venom Extreme. And fun fact, Venom Extreme and Tobuscus are the only two YouTuber skins that I've made both without commentary and not in 3D form. How about that? And that is exactly why I'm making them, because I want to rectify that. Next is probably going to be Tobuscus, and then after that is most likely Trumu. Because, I don't know why, you people, you want Trumu. I understand this, I can do this, but it's going to take time. He's a little complicated. But let's crack on anyway. All you're going to need to make Venom is black wool, grey wool, light grey, white wool, and red wool. And that is pretty much it. Oh, and we'll get a bed out for later. I didn't actually check where the sun is. The sun is already going down. Well, let's see if we can get the legs done before the sun goes down, shall we? What you want to do is make it close to, what's his name? You want to start off with 8 black blocks on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Funny how they all start off like that. Then you want to layer 5 rows of black on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to, after you've filled it all in, you're going to have a total of 6 rows of black. Like this. And on the 7th row, you're going to want to add in this. So that's the whole 7th row. The dark grey and the black. You should be able to see that pretty easily. You should be able to figure out what I've done. Use your eyes. And then on top of that, you want to add in 4 rows of black. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just like that. I like to build upwards and then like fill it in to make sure that I actually get the right number of rows. If I just stack them like layer after layer, I find that I increase the chance of me messing up. And then for after you've done the 4 rows of black on top, what you want to do is you want to add dark grey here and here. So you know, essentially, like if you look down where the dark grey is, where there isn't dark grey on like that line, you want to put it on, you know, the current line. Or, you know, just exactly where I've put it. And then you want to fill the rest of the row in with black. And that is the legs. I think we've made pretty good time on that. So I'm going to sleep and I'm going to come back. Alrighty then. So, if you've managed to copy the legs successfully, you know, here's a... Let me encapsulate all of it. There you go, you know, pause that if you have to, but it's really easy, really simple. You can move on to the torso. And what you want to do, what you have here, just add another row of black on top and extend it out by 4 on each side. And of course, that'll be the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're actually going to do something slightly unorthodox, or at least unorthodox for me. We're going to make the arms first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just making sure. I was just making sure the measurement for the arms were right. But they're usually the same on every skin, but you know, you never know. So from, you know, this black block here, like the first of the arm, you want to extend it by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And do the same on the other side as well. So bring it all the way up here, like that. And we can start to put the detail into the arms. So next to this black here, you just want to place a light grey. And then fill the rest of the row in with black. We'll do it on the left arm first. And then what you want to do is you want to stack 4 rows of black on top. Like that. So that will be the 4. And then you want to do this sort of pattern. Let me show you. There you go. So on top of the 4 rows of black, you want to do that. And then what you want to do is you want to fill the rest of the arm in with black, make it all nice and even like that, and it is symmetrical, so you want to do the same thing on the other side. Fill the rest of the arm in with where the light grey is, then add 4 rows of black on top, so 1, a 2, a 3 and a 4, and then you want to do the exact same pattern, so you want to do this, so Make sure it's in the exact same spot. Yep. Like that. And then you want to fill the rest in with black. Like that. It's a really simple looking skin, this. There's not that much detail. Well, there kind of is actually. If you look really closely on like the actual skin, like I'm looking at now, you can see some ghosting of where you could, you know, technically put some grey. But I don't really want to just add it for the sake of it. I don't think it'd add a great amount. You'd kind of end up with like the Venom version of Captain Sparkles, I feel. So anyway, that's the legs and the arms. Now let's make the rest of the body. So it'll be easier if we connect the two arms together at the top. So, you know, going from left to right, you want to do 2 black, 1 white, 2 black, 1 white, 2 black, like that. And then what you want to do is, from these 2 black here, you want to do white underneath, and you want to have it go straight down to the bottom, like that. You just want white running all the way down the middle of the chest. And then what you want to do is, you want to, one away from the bottom, you want to go up by 5, each side of the white with white. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was close. 5, like that. And well, let's do the top first. Explaining doesn't really work, but this is the top now. And what I'm doing now is I'm making the legs of the arachnid. So you have that. That's what the top half's supposed to look like. Pause it if you have to, etc. This is a bottom. There you go. That's what the bottom half looks like. That's where all the white and everything is. And then you can proceed to fill everything else in with black. And there's not enough black to justify me skipping through it, so I will remain here. Flight mode. There you go. So that's the, you know, the majority of the front part of the skin. Now, once you've made sure that you've got everything there, everything's in the right place and that, you want to extend the back. So, time to make it 3D. You want to extend the back by 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. 3 on the other side as well. So it is a total of 4 thick, because, as you may know, skins, they're 4 blocks wide. That's how they roll. And you want to make that sort of shape, so you can see. So what you'll have on the back is just, let me get the picture up. What you'll have on the back is just, you know, a clean row of black wool, 8 across. And what you want to do is you want to stack it up by 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you'll have a total of 5 when you're finished. Just build it all up like that. And then what you want to do is you want to do 2 rows. I'm just going to do the 2 rows and then show you just for easiness sake. There you go. So that's 2 rows on top of what you've just made. You can see pretty easily what I've done. It's a pattern that resonates on a lot of these skins for some reason. I have no idea why. So once you've done that, you know, pause when necessary, etc. You want to build up the black until it is at the top of his legs on the other side, which is exactly where you can see that belt-looking sort of formation there. And that is pretty much the back of the legs. Pretty easy, pretty simple, no trouble there. And then what you want to do is you want to add another row of 8 on top of what you've done. And when I say 8, I thought I said that wrong there, but yeah, it is a row of 8. And then you just want to extend it out by 4, just make it even with the arms. You know how it goes. And what you can do, it's not entirely the same front to back, but one thing that is the same is the spider. So you can just copy that from the front, which is what I'm doing now. No need to pay attention to what I'm doing if you're on the same part. All you have to do is copy what you already have. Like that. What the hell am I doing? There we go. So, you know, I would have skipped this, but I have to distinguish the changes. So, you know, the spider is exactly the same. Just copy it off the front like I said. The only other two things that are different is the arm's slightly different. And the arm pattern, it starts here, diagonal to this leg, and it does this. So that's just, you can see where it starts on like top of the bottom half of his leg, and that's what you do with the grey wall. And you'll see it easier once it's all filled in and everything. But that's one of the two distinguishable changes for like his torso / arms. I really need to figure out whether the arms are like classified as part of the torso or not. But that's one of the changes. The other change, quite simply, that little light grey block there doesn't exist on the back. So what you can do now, once you've got that, you can just translate all of the black that's on the front onto the back. Just make it all nice and even, just to give you, just like outline it where you're going to have to fill in the black, and then just fill it all in like this. There you go. And it is dark as well, or at least it's going to be. So this is a perfect time to cut out, do it, and come back. So I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so when you have the back looking like that, you can move on to the sides. And like I said, there's not really, you know, there's not that much different with the back than there is the front, but there are a couple of changes, a couple of subtle things. So, you know, make sure you get that right. And then the side it is. The legs, you just fill them in completely with black, so that is no trouble whatsoever. So I'll do that on the other side as well. I thought I was going too high there for a second. There you go. The arms, there's a little something, but it's not much. Fill the bottom of the arms in. Remember to do under the hands. And on the first row, you just want to add in like a square, like a 2x2 square of white, like that. And then you can proceed to fill the rest of the arm and shoulder in with black, because that's all there is. So, flip over to the other side, fill in the bottom of the hand. Too many times have I forgotten. And then add in the 2x2 square of white, like you have on the other side. Then proceed to fill the rest of the arm in with black, like this. And now we can make the head, once you've got all of that sorted out. So, you know, obviously the side should look pretty much like that. I don't know what the white is supposed to be exactly, but I'm sure it's something. So let's mark out the head. So the head is obviously the span of 8 blocks across his chest, torso, whatever. There. So, you know, just put a marker on, and then extend it out 2 blocks coming this way, or 2 rows coming this way, I should say, like that. And then what you can, well, that is, luckily, black is the first row. Like the bottom row of the head is just black anyway. Then what you want to do is you want to add white in this pattern, like that, and then fill the rest in with white. And the third row is pretty much the reverse of what you've just done, so you put white where the red is, red where the white is, for the third row like that. And then, what you want to do for this row is you want to put in dark grey on top of the reds there, then fill the rest of the head in with black, or the rest of the row in with black, not the rest of the head in with black. And then we want to make his eyes. His eyes on the bottom row of them are they're 3 blocks long, but on top you just want to add in 2 white there. And then you want to add in the same position that the dark grey is in, you just want to add light grey on top of his eyes like that. And then what you can proceed to do is, after here's a close-up view, what you can proceed to do after that is just fill the rest of the head in, like actually now the rest of the head in with black, so just here, like that, and then just add one more row, because that should be 8 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yep, head's 8 rows. So once you've done that, we are pretty much almost done. So there's a little close-up of what the head's supposed to look like. So the head, it obviously comes back, it overhangs 2 from his back, so no need to really build it up like that, but overhanging 1, overhanging 2, like that. So I just want the framework done, and there's a little bit on the side of the head actually to do. So what you want to do is, this top row of actually his mouth first. Let me see. Yeah, I've got the right one. So the top row of his mouth here, you see this white. You just want to do like a red and a white, like bring it back to the back of the head, and you want to do the same thing on the other side incidentally as well. So like that. And then for his eye, you kind of want to this top row here, you just want to bring it back 2, and then you want to do like an upright diagonal, like coming this way. So this is pretty much it for the side, to be honest. Oh, there's that as well actually. So that's what the side of the head's going to look like, and then imagine the rest in black. So you want to have that. Bring this back 2, diagonal, light grey block there. Really easy, really simple. Nothing much to it. There you have it. Then what you want to do is, the reason that I laid the framework now, you just want to fill the rest of the head in with black, just, make it 3D. Make it 3D and fill it in. Nothing to it. So, there you go. Turned it into a giant cube. Now I'm just going to fill it all in with black. I'd cut this off, but, whatever. Like I said, if you really wanted to, you could probably add slightly more, ever so slightly more detail to it. But at the end of the day, I think I've ruined some of them by trying to add a little too much. I think that's the reason that people didn't like Trumu. Instead of just accepting that you can't really make it directly like the original skin. I should have probably just simplified it a little bit, and well, to some people it might have looked better. I like how it looks, but that's just me. But there's Venom anyway. Let me just give you a bit of a look around. It's a cool looking skin. I like it. At some point I need to make a Spartan skin. I think that would be cool. Just looking at Master Chief. How did I forget that? I forgot to fill in the back of the head. We're not exactly in a world that I care about, but I'll fill the rest of this in. I've actually filled 3 world. No. Yeah, I've filled 1, 2, 3. No, this will be 4. I've filled 4 worlds in now. It's going to be a bit ridiculous. I really need to stop playing PC or something so I can get bigger worlds, or at least I think that's an advantage of PC. I know that I don't think that there's a sky limit on PC. I'm not sure. I think it's 128 on Xbox. And if there is a limit, I'm pretty sure it's actually double or something like that. Might be wrong. Might be completely wrong. But that's Venom anyway. One of the more simpler ones, not as simple as Sunday or that other guy. Crap, what's his name? Can't think of his name, doesn't matter. But there he is anyway. Let me get a bit of a close-up of him. There you go anyway. I'm going to see if I can try and make some improvements to Tobuscus and see what I can do there. Then, like I said, Trumu. So, thanks for watching, and yeah. Hey, if you've made it this far into the video, maybe you think I deserve a like. If you want to, comment, and if you're new here, maybe you should think about subscribing. I put out new content at least every other day. And for my fellow video makers, if you're interested in a YouTube partnership, click the link below in the description.